Guys, take a look at this. The crypto market might really be at its bottom right now. It might have bottomed out because Squawk Box has started to get bearish. I tend to do exactly the opposite of what they say, and take a look at what they just said. Quote, crypto really does seem to be imploding. It went from $3 trillion to $1 trillion, and why should it stop at $1 trillion? There's no real value there, end quote. Says Jim Cramer on crypto. Quote, what an awful asset. NFTs sold to you, made up, end quote. And it can't get any funnier, if you ask me. It cannot get any funnier that this guy just a couple of months ago was saying, no, Ethereum is this great. I'm expecting a 40% upside on it. And at that point, I told you guys exactly, watch out for the crypto market. If he's telling everybody to start buying Ethereum massively, it's going to spike. And after that, I think I told you guys once or twice more, I tend to do exactly the opposite of what he says to do, and it's worked out beautifully over the last couple of months. So it's just funny, guys. It's just funny. You got to give it a little laugh. I mean, come on. Even John Dean has noticed it. Jim, do you still own Ethereum? Several weeks ago, you said it had a 40% upside. This guy's, I'm not sure if he's joking or just a con artist or what he is, but that is crazy. Having said that, I don't want to spend too much time on talking about Jim Cramer, because as I said before, I don't listen to him for my advice. Again, I don't really take financial advice from many people out there, nor should you take any from me, but let's kind of cover what's going on with the Ripple lawsuit, I guess, huh? Again, guys, I'm a very big fan of XRP, if you guys didn't know that. I get a ton of hate for it every single day, but I honestly don't care because I think this asset is a freaking huge one. I honestly expect a 10 to 30x on XRP within the next 12 months or so. And if you can't fathom that, if that sounds really crazy to you, then I guess we're just not on the same page. Having said that, I want to once more say thank you guys all for pressing the like button on these videos. You guys are amazing. Our last video, yesterday, hit almost 700 likes. I want to see if today we can actually get above 700 likes. That would be crazy. Again, pressing the like button doesn't cost you anything. All it does is make the video perform a little bit better. And if I get less than 400, I'm not allowed back into the house. So thank you very much for that. Having said that, the latest XRP milestone is way bigger than we realize, says crypto legal expert Jeremy Hogan. I gotta sit back for this one for a little second. I goofed up a little bit. I was watching this news, right? The whole Colombia XRP ledger news. And I didn't freaking realize how huge this was. Why? Take a look back. Just yesterday, I think, I was covering that the XLM filing from Grayscale was bullocks. What are they saying? Well, that XRP has no utility except for payments. The XRP ledger specifically had no utility whatsoever. It didn't have a DEX, didn't support tokenization, nothing. It was only good for payments. And I was saying like, oh, it has a DEX. Oh, it supports tokenization. What I just forgot to kind of think about was, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. Because we literally just got a huge announcement. Actually, to take a step back, right? We have Ripple made an announcement regarding the metaverse. We have the CBDC announcements on the XP ledger. It's kind of hard to say that there's no utility on there, but let's just put it aside from, financial transactions in the literal sense of just, transferring a dollar for the sake of transferring a dollar. No, because what happened with the whole Colombia ordeal, again, like here. So, although boring, the XP Ledger Colombia partnership is the perfect example of crypto utility. Because again, if Colombia is going to use the XRP Ledger for the purchase and notation or whatever of land transfers, you can't say that's just the transfer of literal, money. It's the transfer of assets or the storing of assets on the blockchain, but it's significantly different than being the bridge asset between two other tokens, or it's significantly different than me just sending you $1. I mean, if you don't see that difference, come on, let's be real. But it's easy, it's crazy to me that I did not think about this. This is such a huge point in the Ripple v SEC lawsuit as well. It is so crazy. Because how can you say it has no utility when you have things like this going on? And also, another very important point here is any freaking humanitarian that looks at this is like, well, as the crypto legal expert says, ponder how the transfer of land is accomplished. Above that, I believe, let me see right there. I'm not exactly sure where it's right now. I've been, whatever. The process right now of transferring this land is extremely difficult. And anybody looking at this is thinking, okay, so what they're doing is making it a lot simpler, safer, more in the sense of secure to store it and foolproof. Huh. And you want to sue those guys for what exactly? Oh, wait, and you're suing those guys, but all the people that invested in that are against you? 70,000 people? So, it's starting to kind of add up a little bit. So it's just huge, and I kind of forgot about it. It's like crazy. Then again, though, guys, is this going to pump the XP price on its own? No. Does this mean that Ripple is guaranteed to win? No. Do I think they'll win? Absolutely freaking yes. But John Dean said the SEC admits it blatantly ignores the Supreme Court. Quote, the commission, on the other hand, does not require vertical or horizontal Come on. All right, I'm not going to cut that out even. Commonality, there we go, per se. Nor does it view a common enterprise as a distinct element of the term investment contract. Again, guys, English is not my native language. If I can't pronounce something, Supreme Court just smacked down the EPA regarding agency overreach. I have zero doubt the Supreme Court today would smack down the SEC's gross overreach. They certainly wouldn't allow the SEC to just ignore the common enterprise factor of Howey. So again, just keep noting this stuff down, all right? Eventually, it's all going to come to light. They're trying to kind of put it into a little box right now. I'm not so sure what the English word for it is. But eventually, all this stuff will come to light. In Dutch, it's called doofpot. Not so sure what the English name for that would be. This is starting to become a very big XRP, Ripple, whatever, lawsuit update. Because also, James Fillon just shared this. 2 attorneys from Kellig Hansen have filed motions to be admitted to represent Ripple. Please welcome Kylie Kim and Clayton Masterman. Biographies and motions for admissions are below. So again, what they're trying to do right now is get into this lawsuit. Most likely, the XRP community is going to go all completely investigation mode and find out exactly who these people are to the depths. Then again, the little biography is over on the Kellig Hansen website, but people are most likely going to find some connections to settlement and whatnot as to why these lawyers were brought in. Because again, what this means is Ripple was like, you know what, we want 2 other people to come inside this lawsuit, and these are the 2 names of them. So what Fred here says, I believe he's also one of the lawyers that I follow for these updates, is that these are just 2 associates handling groundwork for other associates that left, as well as adding depth for MSJ work. Masterman, nice name, is a very, very new attorney. Kim has him by about 5 years, it seems. But you can already see Cappy here say, do they specialize in settlements? Ripple's bringing in reinforcements into the XP lawsuit. I like these comment sections, man. I enjoy this. Before I forget, by the way, I made a new YouTube channel, a second one, which is just for my shorts. Again, face is a little bit crazy on there. I literally just made it today, and there's going to be a lot of different videos on there. It's just basically a little copy of the TikTok that I'm now starting to grow and work on. Gonna make at least 1 video every single day on both of these, I guess. So if you want like some short crypto updates, you might want to check them out. The name on here is DustyBC Crypto Shorts. I'll try to leave a link down below. And for TikTok, it is at DustyBC. Also, let me know down below, guys, are you actually still holding XRP? Whenever I check the comment section nowadays, there's a lot of skepticism regarding XRP. Really, it's starting to kind of dawn on me that many people have given up, I think. Have you given up? Oh yeah, by the way, I had another fun part. So remember how I was talking about the whole XLM situation, right? And how Grayscale has the cojones to come up and say, oh no, XRP is really so different from XLM. Yada, yada, yada. So Digital Asset Investor shared, Feds don't touch Jed after Mt. Gox. That's number 1. 2, SEC doesn't include him in the Ripple suit or sue him over Stellar. 3, they allow him to sell his XRP at will for 8 years, even during the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Everyone focuses on Jed when they should be focused on who he's selling to. Because one thing is interesting, how come the SEC is like, you know what, Jed, we're just going to kind of leave you out of all of this. You're also one of the co-founders of Ripple, co-creators of the XP Ledger. You're selling the majority of these tokens, but you know what? We're going to let you slide. Even though you've created another company which looks pretty similar to all of this, and in theory should be even worse than Ripple then because you're doing it like twice, and you're actively selling a ton of it still. But no, he's been completely excluded. Leaves you to wonder, right? Makes you wonder. Why exactly would that be? And one interesting thing I saw earlier was from Martin. He shared, Ripple does not stand a chance against the SEC, a firm's former securities regulator. Note, this is not his own opinion. People are getting angry at him, but of course, he has been a supporter for a very long time. However, there's actually Ashley here who shared something very interesting. Take a look at that. Ripple has 3 former SEC officials on its legal team. I think they're good, mate. Or what to say? Mate, yeah. Well, we obviously know that Ripple is way more knowledgeable than might meet the eye. Many people are saying, no, you can't win from the SEC. Well, I'm not sure exactly who that woman's name or what the woman's name is anymore. Yeah, I can't quote that. But we've even seen her say, okay, the SEC might be taking too much hay on their fork. They might not be going about crypto the right way. They might literally just be making themselves a big mistake. Again, the charges that they brought up on Ripple are pretty light. It's, however, a very big fine. But they're not really saying, oh, you're fraudsters or anything of the sort. And a lot of the backing which they gave for their claims is rather weak, we all say. Again, I personally think they have a very high chance of winning. Let me say it differently. I personally think they're going to win. And I think it's going to be crazy for the XP price. Crazy, absolutely freaking crazy for the XP price. Like crushing it crazy. But I cannot guarantee it to anybody, right? I'm going to personally, for my own personal sake of mine, I think it's 99% chance they'll win. In reality, I'm thinking the chances are 3/4 or so, because we don't know what the SEC is capable of, and we don't know why so many things are happening so weird. They're ignoring all these obvious signs that the people don't want it. They're saying we're the protectors of the people. Nobody agrees. We're seeing obvious signs of the SEC trying to hide information, which doesn't make sense. We're seeing obviously that the SEC is making policies through, or I guess legislation through enforcement rather than rulemaking processes that involve, like non-threatening ways to do it. We're seeing obviously that they're not doing it the most efficient way in terms of being pretty selective with who they want to sue and who they won't sue, but also in the information that they give out to the public. Regarding, for example, Hinman, it's so freaking vague. But then the layer goes a little bit deeper because, well, what happened to Jed McCaleb? Why is he not being sued? And what happened to the SEC? Why are they not being investigated? Even now that we have those FOIA requests, right, where Empower US is asking a lot of things of the SEC, how come nobody else is starting to ask questions on the higher ups? We've seen Grayscale be in a fuss with the SEC over something. We've seen SEC versus Library. We've seen so many crypto cases, yet it's not being brought to the real mainstream attention just quite yet that all this is going on. And with that in the back of my head, I sometimes think, no, this is all... wait, there's actually another side as well, which is that this is all designed from the get-go, that this was done to get Ripple through it all because they need to be the first properly regulated crypto, and this is just to get the price lower, yada, yada, yada. But there's also the opposite side, which is just, the government, let's call it. They had a plan from the get-go. They don't need to explain exactly what it is or how they're going to do it. They're just going to get the result they want through means that nobody seems to understand. It's something you have to accept, that there's a small chance that literally nobody and no lawyer is going to look at this and be like, yeah, that makes sense, but they're just going to push it through anyway. And as long as you understand that, I think you're good. Having said that, guys, that was the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you press that like button. I honestly think if you guys all press that like button right now, we can instantly get to 1,000 likes, if not more. Should have said that at the start of the video, damn. But you don't know how happy that makes me. It's very superficial. It's very stupid, I know. But from some strange psychotic reason, people pressing the like button on a video gives me a little bit more happiness in my empty life in that sense. So how can that be? Some people at home clicking that button on a little thumbs up icon gives me more pleasure inside my head. How can that? But it really does, though. I guess it kind of feels like people appreciate what you've posted, but that kind of is then neglected if I ask for it, huh? Conflicting thoughts. That was it for today, though. Little lost update for y'all. And I'll see you guys again later with another crypto video. Check out the links down below, though, guys. For example, Bybit and all those things, the exchanges I use. Just check them out right here. Cool links. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today.